G'day everyone, my name's Cohen.
And I'm Chris.
And today we're going to be talking to you about what Google Analytics 4 is and what it means for you and your business. So Google Analytics 4 is the latest version of Google Analytics, which tracks all your data. The latest version has a new user interface, a new UI. It's got more AI-driven data tracking, so that can track more about what people are doing, their downloads, video interaction with your website, which we don't have complete oversight at the moment in Universal Analytics. Downloads, clicks, scrolling, and it provides more insight into what people are doing, which is more privacy focused, and it can also help with tracking users from different devices. At the moment, Universal Analytics will only track a user based on their current device, whereas Google Analytics 4 has more device cross tracking so that you can view when someone goes from mobile to desktop, maybe back to mobile, and views them as an overall user as a whole rather than potentially 2 or 3 different users.
So does getting Google Analytics 4 mean I have to get rid of my old analytics?
No, definitely not. You can run both Google Analytics 3, or also known as Universal Analytics, and Google Analytics 4 side by side, parallel. It's like running your Facebook pixel, your Google AdWords pixel, your LinkedIn, etc., and any other data tracking platform that you might use. You can run it all side by side, and it's fairly easy to add in. If you've got Google Tag Manager, there's already a tag option ready for it, where you just insert your ID. If you don't have Google Tag Manager, it's just simple enough to add into most themes and most websites. So Chris, why should businesses today start looking and thinking about Google Analytics 4?
Yeah, so Google Analytics 4 is almost a kind of shift in how Google is thinking with how websites are being used. They know that users are not just, you log into a website and that's the only time you use it. You'll use it on mobile, you use it on your tablet, and it's still the same user. So Google wants to track across all those 3 different platforms that yet is still the same user. And that's something that Google Analytics 4 can do. So this will give you much more accurate data for your business, so you can target clients much better. Instead of showing them, for example, the same ad, you can show them different ads for mobile, etc., etc. And on top of that, Google Analytics 4 has also gotten rid of some pointless features such as bounce rate, which a lot of people wouldn't understand it, but right now they've replaced it with time retention-based tracking. So they just measure the amount of time people spend on a certain page. So now you know when someone's looking at a product, for example, for a minute before they make a decision, maybe there's something confusing about that product page. Maybe that's what's causing that product to not do as well as other products. That's something that could be really useful for your business as well.
Yeah, so that's a great point. When some people, we deal with clients on a day-to-day basis and they go, okay, cool, I've logged into Google Analytics, I'm confused. They log in, they're bombarded with different information. You've got, content, you've got conversions, especially e-commerce, it can be quite hard for some people to view. With Google Analytics 4, how is the interface, and is it more relevant to a business owner? Now have Google learnt that more people are diving in, and have they improved the UI?
Yep. So the UI has improved quite a lot since Google Analytics 3. It's a lot simpler now, and they've integrated a lot of their machine learning. So Google will now give you suggestions and insights that you wouldn't even have thought of. For example, 51% of people today visited your website from Melbourne compared to Canberra, or something like that. So these are insights that you wouldn't have thought of until Google kind of just tells you. And this is something that Google really wants to work on. So even in the future, more additional features will still be added on top of this, and it only gets better.
Yeah, so obviously this is something new. We've been testing it for quite some time. And with the new year, we thought, it's the perfect time to start rolling it out for our clients. So, Chris, thank you very much for your time today. It was great to talk about Google Analytics 4, what it means, when people should do it, and how we're going to help our clients in the next coming months with that. It's a really exciting opportunity to be using the latest version of Google Analytics. This year is critical for some businesses, and we believe Google Analytics 4 will help us get you to that next level. So it's going to be a really exciting opportunity. For our current clients, we're going to reach out to you in the next month or so and let you know once it's done. For those who might not be a current ROI client, feel free to reach out to us. We can help you get this installed, do a complete review of your website and make sure that you're set. Thank you very much for your time. Thanks again, Chris. And we'll chat to you on the next one.